Good evening. This is All India Radio and I'm Anuja Kumar with the news at 9. The headlines. Campaigning in full swing for the final phase of Lok Sabha elections. Top leaders hold rallies in remaining poll-bound states. Clashes take place between TMC and BJP supporters during Amit Shah's roadshow in Kolkata. 17 developing countries call for strengthening dispute settlement mechanism of WTO. India says decision on import of Iranian oil to be taken keeping in mind country's energy security and economic interests. In Sri Lanka, night curfew remains in place for whole country. More than 60 people arrested. India's Lakshmi becomes first woman to be inducted into ICC's International Panel of Match Referees. Top leaders of various political parties held rallies at different places today for the 7th and final phase of Lok Sabha elections. 59 seats spread over 7 states and 1 union territory will go to polls in the final phase on Sunday. Senior BJP leader and Prime Minister Narendra Modi today addressed election rallies at Buxar and Sasaram in Bihar. He lashed out at the opposition parties, saying that the Congress and the RJD will push 21st century India into darkness if voted to power. He claimed that it was just the BJP-led NDA dispensation that could lead the nation towards light.
ये चुनाव सिर्फ ये तय करने के लिए नहीं है कि कौन सा दल या गठबंधन जीतेगा, बल्कि चुनाव तय करेगा कि आने वाले वर्षों में भारत कितनी तेजी से विकास करेगा। ये चुनाव 21वीं सदी के हमारे बच्चों का भविष्य तय करेगा।
The Prime Minister said, Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas is NDA's mantra and they strive to ensure security and respect for all. He said that opposition parties, on the other hand, think some castes are beholden to them. Earlier, addressing a rally at Balia in Uttar Pradesh, he said the NDA government is committed to the upliftment of the poor and the underprivileged. In his message to the people of Varanasi through Narendra Modi app, the Prime Minister said Kashi has played a huge role in his life journey and political career. Prime Minister Modi said he is proud that Varanasi has embarked on a path towards development in the last 5 years. BSP President Mayawati today urged Election Commission that the money spent on roadshows during campaign should be added in the account of candidates' election expenditure. Our correspondent reports that leaders of several political parties held rallies and public meetings to woo the voters.
Addressing a joint rally of opposition alliance in Salempur constituency, BSP chief Mayawati said poor, downtrodden and minorities are worried under BJP rule and corruption has increased leaps and bounds. She also attacked Congress and said that the party is doing fake promises.
कांग्रेस पार्टी के लंबे अरसे तक रहे शासनकाल में इनकी अधिकांश रही गलत नीतियों व गलत कार्य प्रणाली की वजह से फिर इस कांग्रेस पार्टी को केंद्र व काफी राज्यों की भी सत्ता से बाहर होना पड़ा।
Samajwadi Party President Akhilesh Yadav said in the rally that after this election, the country will see a new government and a new PM. National Secretary of CPI, Amarjit Kaur, today campaigned in Mau district and said that country's economic condition worsened under BJP rule in last 5 years. Sushil Chandra Tiwari, AIR News, Lucknow.
Addressing rallies at Ujjain, Neemach and Khandwa in Madhya Pradesh, Congress President Rahul Gandhi alleged that demonetization and flawed implementation of GST have destroyed the economy of the country. He said Congress will empower poor, farmers, youth, women and the common people with its Nyay scheme. Mr. Gandhi assured a separate budget for farmers if his party is voted to power.
पहली बार हिंदुस्तान के इतिहास में लोकसभा में 2 बजट पेश होंगे। पहला बजट किसानों का बजट होगा। उसमें मध्य प्रदेश के किसानों को साल की शुरुआत में ही बता दिया जाएगा। इस प्रकार का काम आपकी सरकार करने जा रही है आपके लिए।
Our Bhopal correspondent spoke to a section of people about the election issues and their expectations.
I am Megha Joshi, a resident of Vaishalinagar, Indore. I am an engineering student and a first-time voter. In these general elections, the main issues, according to me, are international relations and national security. Female education and employment are also necessary to be considered while voting.
I am Manisha Paliban. I am a resident of Saket Nagar, Indore. This general elections, I will cast my vote for the first time. The issues that are important to me are women's education and female empowerment. Schemes related to female employment will also affect my vote. Other than that, I want a leader that can strongly represent India's views on international level.
I am Dr. Priyashree Maheshwari from Indore. We required more flyovers, more bridges and more public transport like metro trains looking to the traffic density.
BJP President Amit Shah held a roadshow at Kolkata in West Bengal. Our correspondent reports that clashes took place between ruling Trinamool Congress and opposition BJP supporters during the roadshow.
Tension prevails over the BJP President Amit Shah's roadshow in Kolkata. The student wing of ruling Trinamool Congress showed black flag to Amit Shah when roadshow reached near Calcutta University in College Street area of the city, which led clashes with BJP supporters. The situation turned violent when police removed banner and flags of the BJP leaders which were put up on the route of the roadshow. The police said that these were removed as those were put up on the government properties without permission. Few two-wheelers were set on fire. The police used lathi to bring the agitated mob under control. BJP supporters staged road blockade in protest against alleged attack on them. Arijit Chakraborty, AIR News, Kolkata.
Trinamool Congress President and West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee also addressed rallies at Jadavpur, Toliganj and Behala. General Secretary of CPI-M Sitaram Yechuri also took part in Padyatra at Behala. The BJP has demanded the Election Commission that TMC President and West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee should not be allowed to give speeches following her reported threatening remarks. A party delegation today knocked the door of the commission, urging it to take cognizance in the matter. Talking to reporters in New Delhi, BJP leader Arun Singh accused TMC of supporting poll violence in the state.
हम चुनाव आयोग से यह शिकायत करने आए कि अगर किसी पार्टी का नेतृत्व इस प्रकार के वक्तव्य दे तो भाषण देने से उनको रोकना चाहिए और स्पष्टीकरण भी तुरंत उनसे मांगना चाहिए। चुनाव आयोग से हमने मांग किया है कि जो टीएमसी के गुंडे हैं, जो असामाजिक तत्व हैं, उनको हाउस अरेस्ट किया जाए।
Yesterday, addressing rallies in the state, Mamata Banerjee had reportedly accused BJP of humiliating West Bengal, and she said that she will take revenge. DMK President M.K. Stalin has dismissed reports that his party has been lobbying for a post-poll tie-up with the BJP. In a strongly worded statement issued in Chennai, Mr. Stalin said he is prepared to quit politics if the charge is proven. Earlier, the state BJP President of Tamil Nadu, Dr. Tamilisai Sundararajan, told reporters in Tuticorin that DMK is in touch with her party for a possible political tie-up. The Election Commission of India, ECI, will hold a one-day training program for senior officials from 5 states in Chennai tomorrow on votes counting procedures. The Chief Electoral Officers, District Election Officers and Returning Officers from the states of Tamil Nadu, Gujarat and Kerala and the 2 union territories of Puducherry and Lakshadweep will participate in the program. Election Commission today issued notices to 3 media houses for displaying poll surveys predicting results of Lok Sabha General Elections 2019. The Commission has sought explanation from IANS in India Private Limited, Economic Times and Swaraj Mass Media as to why action should not be taken against them for violation of provision of Representation of the People's Act. They have been asked to respond within 48 hours. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates, follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts. External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj today held a meeting with Foreign Minister of Iran, Mohammad Javad Zarif, in New Delhi. Both leaders had a good exchange of views on the evolving regional situation, including Afghanistan. Sources in the External Affairs Ministry said the visit of Iranian Foreign Minister took place at his own initiative to brief the Indian side on the Iranian approach to to the recent developments in the region, including on Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action and to review bilateral cooperation. On purchase of oil from Iran, the External Affairs Minister reiterated the position that a decision will be taken after the elections, keeping in mind country's commercial considerations, energy security and economic interests. 17 developing countries today pitched for filling vacancies in World Trade Organization's appellate, saying that the current impasse could completely paralyze the dispute settlement mechanism of the global trade body by December this year. At the end of the two-day WTO ministerial meeting of developing countries in New Delhi, they urged all the members of the organization to engage constructively to address this challenge without delay in filling the vacancies. The developing nations also stressed on working collectively to strengthen the WTO to promote development and inclusivity for the benefits of all members. On the second day today, the Interministerial Central Team visited Cuttack and the coastal district of Puri for an on-the-spot assessment of the situation and the damage caused to both life and infrastructure in the cyclone-hit state of Odisha. As per the tour schedule, the team members were divided into two groups. One group of the team visited Niali and Kontapada blocks of Cuttack district, while another group visited several areas of Puri and Khurda districts. Our correspondent has filed this report.
The team members assessed the damage caused at the ground level as well as interacted with the affected people. After winding up his 3-day visit to the cyclone-affected areas tomorrow, the 11-member Interministerial Central Team will hold another round of meeting with senior state government officials at Bhubaneswar. Meanwhile, the state government will start the house damage assessment from tomorrow. With S.N. Patnaik's report from Sambalpur, Abhishek Mukhopadhyay for AIR News.
In Sri Lanka, night curfew remains in place for the whole country as more than 60 people have been taken into arrest for violence against Muslims during last 2 days. No fresh incidents of violence has been reported today, and night curfew is in place from 9 p.m. to 4 a.m. 2 people were killed and dozens of shops burnt in anti-Muslim riots since past few days after Easter Sunday attacks had killed over 250 people.
Curfew remains in northwestern province, which was most affected and was relaxed for 2 hours during the day. No fresh incidents of violence were reported as government acted swiftly and arrested several including leaders of 2 hardline Buddhist organizations. However, security forces have come under criticism as they failed to prevent attacks on houses and mosques. Minister Rauf Hakim issued a statement calling for government action and added that innocent Muslims are being made the target for fault of few who carried out Easter Sunday attacks. Santosh Kumar for AIR News from Colombo.
The U.S. will deport over 70 illegal Pakistani nationals and a special chartered plane will bring them Islamabad tomorrow. Pakistan's Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi today said all these individuals were detained and prosecuted for immigration violations, criminal conduct and other serious charges. A powerful earthquake struck Papua New Guinea this evening, triggering a tsunami alert for the country and for the nearby Solomon Islands. The U.S. Geological Survey said the quake measured magnitude 7.5 and was located 45 kilometers northeast of Kokopo. India's G.S. Lakshmi has become the first woman to be appointed to ICC's International Panel of Match Referees and will be eligible to officiate in international games with immediate effect. Claire Polosak had become the first ever woman umpire to stand in a men's ODI earlier this month. Indian equities today reversed their 9-session losing streak with the BSE Sensex and NSE Nifty recovering more than 0.6%, helped by gains in pharma, banking and energy stocks. The rupee also appreciated 7 paise against the US dollar. And now, before we wrap up the bulletin, the headlines once again. Campaigning in full swing for the final phase of Lok Sabha elections. Top leaders hold rallies in remaining poll-bound states. Clashes take place between TMC and BJP supporters during Amit Shah's roadshow in Kolkata. 17 developing countries call for strengthening dispute settlement mechanism of WTO. India says decision on import of Iranian oil to be taken keeping in mind country's energy security and economic interests. In Sri Lanka, night curfew remains in place for whole country. More than 60 people arrested. India's G.S. Lakshmi becomes first woman to be inducted into ICC's International Panel of Match Referees. And that is all in the news at 9. Good night.